Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be playing Traveler's Rest, and when we left off let's pet the cat. We gotta pet the cat. Get back here, little kitty. There we go. When we left off, we were in the process of aging our alcohol, which is part of the new update that came out with this game. Looks like our aging barrels are still not done yet, I don't think. Okay, yeah, maybe we have to wait a little bit longer. We did wake up at noon yesterday, so I think we'll be able to serve them around noon just because we passed out the night before. So we definitely got a little bit of time to kill this morning. So let's go ahead and get our mead that we unlocked and started brewing yesterday in here and up and ready. So the plan with that mead is to let it get to a pretty high level, preferably Grand Reserve because that's the highest level. Let's be sure to fill our cat bowl up with some water. And then it looks like we need some more. Oh, we have candles already. Perfect. Then let's go ahead and put these candles on the table so that way they can be well lit for when our patrons come to visit. And next, let's head on out to our nodes and start mining and foraging and all that stuff we need to do. So while we are still getting some points saved up so we can unlock more of our tech tree, I decided it's time for us to go talk to Buzz and Holly, our neighbors who moved into a farm right below ours, and this is the new animal update, which is pretty exciting. Hi neighbor, you must be the new owner of the tavern next door. Great job, by the way. That place was pretty much in ruins before you arrived. For heaven's sake, where are my manners? I'm Buzz. My family and I welcome you to our farm. Your family? Yes, my wife Holly and I recently purchased this land. We just moved in with our 2 children, Arthur and Violet, a true blessing from the gods. We've had to repair more than we'd like, but it's been worth it. Since Holly opened the store, we've started getting orders from all over the kingdom. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask her. So let's talk to him about building. Wow, I see you finally got around to constructing your first building, huh? Don't worry, Buzz will explain how things work. At the moment, you only have the barn and the chicken coop available. The barn will allow you to take care of large animals such as pigs, cows, and sheep. On the other hand, the chicken coop is for smaller animals such as chickens. On the right side of each building, you can see how many such buildings you can currently build on your farm. In your toolbar, you can see your available resources. Remember that you have to carry the building materials in your inventory to be able to use them. Here you can see how much it will cost to construct your new building. As soon as you accept the building order, it will be deducted from your materials. What do you mean you find it expensive? I'll be damned, neighbor. That's the cost price. If I made it any cheaper, I'd be losing money. That's all for the time being. If you have any necessary resources, when you select a building, you can choose the area where you want it to build. Remember to clear the land before you come to see me. Okay, so let's start off with the chicken coop. We'll keep it nice and easy. For this, it looks like we'll need 25 planks, 15 nails, 10 rocks, it looks like the round rocks maybe, and then 15 gold. So we are pretty far off, but that's going to give us an example of something to work towards. So that's kind of like our financial goal for this series, is to get a coop and then maybe also a barn up and running. So yeah, we want to find a way to maximize our profits to hopefully get there sooner rather than later. And now that it's 12:20, we should be able to get our beer from down in the cellar. Perfect. All right, so these all turned over, so we can go ahead. It says should be able to grab it now. So you can tell that it's done because it's got this little green thing, and then it also doesn't say anything about aging, versus over here with the mead, if you hover over it, it says mead and then unaged, and it also doesn't have that banner. So that's 2 good ways to keep your eye out for that. All right, so that means it's time for us to put this mild ale in. We'll go ahead and looks like we've got a little bit extra, so we'll just, I guess, leave it in our inventory. But that means we can now sell some ale. Let's go ahead and also get started on our porridge. And then finally, let's make sure we're staying on clear 10 terrain squares using the sickle and shovel. So let's go ahead and equip our sickle, and then we'll also do our shovel. And I think this quest line is going to get us ready for farming. which is pretty important if you want to maximize your profits. So when it comes to farming, you just hover over a square and then hit remove. And just like that, it will remove them all a little bit at a time. And then if you're worried about wanting to put stuff back, you can just hover over something and then there you go, the grass is back. And with that, we were able to get our hoe. So let's go ahead and till up these areas that we already cleared. I'm gonna go ahead and open up our tavern as well, just so that way that can get up and running while we're doing this. There we go. Prepare a farm field by tilling 10 squares with the hoe, and it gave us some corn as well as some barley grain. So let's go ahead and plant those up. We'll do corn on the back because it's a little bit taller, and then we'll do the barley grain on the bottom. And just like that, we are gardeners, and we just have to wait for that to grow. So let's head back into our tavern where people are probably waiting for us. Haha, perfect. Okay, let's go ahead, serve up the gruel already so people can line up again. Looks like so far we are only needing 1 or 2 of our alcohol. Are we already out of gruel? Oh dang, we are, okay. Or not gruel, we're out of porridge and we're serving gruel. There we go, that's what I meant. Okay, let's go ahead and collect that. We got 21 porridge, perfect. You know, I kind of feel like when we're cooking, it should not give us red points, right? Like mental, no, maybe because you're cooking is kind of mental. Nature, probably. Like construction, I don't know. It kind of seems weird for it to be a construction thing. We're definitely gonna need some more porridge, so let's go ahead and get that up and running. We're almost out of barley, but that's okay because we just planted some. Let's go ahead and talk to this one, calm her down, beat her with a broom, of course, and then we'll get some water for that guest. So this is the new symbol. So of course here when they're coming up to the bar for an ale, it's gonna show the bottle as well as the color, but here it doesn't show what it is. It just shows that it needs to be like a liquor, and it's gonna be the red one, which we know is red right there. You can absolutely change the color that they show up as, which I think is really useful for anybody who's like colorblind or something like that. Here we go. So yeah, there's lots of colors to pick from. We're gonna keep it on red because I'm familiar with red. So yeah, that's kind of nice. I noticed when I was playing this game on my other save slot, it got kind of confusing when it would be like red next to orange, and yeah, it was a little bit hard to differentiate between the two, so it's pretty cool that you can change them up in case the colors are too similar. While our inn is running, let's take a look at our possible farming stuff. So right now the only thing we have unlocked is corn, wheat, rye, and barley, and obviously they cost a little bit of gold each. It looks like wheat's probably our cheapest right now. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that the economy works like the more you buy something, the more expensive it gets. Like there's more of a demand for it. So it kind of works that way. I will also say that we're definitely making our money back with this ale, even if it's cheap. Ooh, it's getting a little bit chilly in our tavern here, so let's go ahead and light the fire. Makes a very ominous sound whenever it's time to light the fire. Make sure the audio cues definitely help. Can't necessarily, like normally there's a little icon, oh I guess it's like underneath my head. Normally there's a little icon that shows up in that bottom corner, and that's how you can tell like if your place is too dirty or if it's too cold or something like that. But then it also has some pretty threatening audio cues to go with it. And now that it is midnight, let's go ahead, serve up these patrons at the bar top here, and then we will do a last call. Thought I did the last call, but I guess there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the tables before heading out. That seems to get the messiest, and then there'll be like stuff on the floor when we get back, but for the most part that should be okay. And of course, let's go ahead and put out our fire. Are you kidding me, dude? I said last call. Why is he not leaving? That's so weird. Just watching him. Is he bugged? I don't know. Let's just leave him, I guess. I'm just gonna chop down some trees before calling it a night. Thank you so much for joining me on this Let's Play series. I'm having a blast. I hope you're enjoying it as well. As always, check out the description. It has a link to all of my social media. But if you want to stay here on YouTube, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, share, subscribing to my channel. All of that helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. So until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.